Here we go. Welcome back, friends and family of the RNG clan, to another brand new episode of the RNG Arena. This is Iceman speaking. With me again is Festive Longjohns. What's up, Festive?
Hey Iceman, how you doing?
I'm great. Excited to cast another very, very good game that you brought today. Right?
Yeah,
You brought it with you.
yeah, I found this one.
Rifle squad, ready for
This
action.
was a live game that I just happened to be spectating between Jove as the Austere and Friya as the U.S. forces. And I watched the first half of it, and it played out really, really interestingly and had some really good play. Jove is a very experienced player. At the time of this game, he was ranked number 2 as Austere. He's currently ranked number 3, and Friya is in the top 50 as U.S. forces. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how it finishes and see how Jove handles this tough matchup on a tough map for Austere.
Yeah, I guess this is a little bit of a premiere, isn't it, for us? I don't think we've casted a 1v1 on this map yet.
Well, this is a first for us.
Yeah.
It's also been a while since we've done a U.S. forces versus Austere game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know what I just realized? I don't have the music on, so why don't we pause at 1:30? Does that sound good?
Yes.
You gotta have that ambiance, right?
Sure.
And
What's it called? The immersion, right?
yep,
Like, gotta listen to music,
gotta
just
have
like the
that
like the actual soldiers on the battlefield.
Yes, the Russian chorus choir going at it between the battle between the U.S. forces and Austin. Yes, it's very fitting. I'm going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Much better, much better. That lonely trumpet. Do you hear the same
Alright,
music
we
as
see.
me?
Squad, ready for action.
I don't think so. I don't think I don't even have the music on.
Oh, how sad.
I'm just gonna focus on the sounds of the battle.
We got a first engagement. Friya is hopping
Yep.
in this very, very important house and is going to immediately occupy.
Yeah, this one's pretty lost to Joe.
Back.
There you go. But he manages to secure the other house on the right side on the munitions, which is really important. Like, basically, the house is important for any faction on this map, but especially in this matchup, you gotta get the house with the Austere, because it's just basically your only chance to stand against the rifleman, because otherwise you always find yourself in close combat engagements, and you pretty much always lose those. So yeah, make sure you get the houses early on.
Very interesting third MG purchase from Jove, and it looks like
Yeah.
he's going to pop it in this house that is defending his native munis. And, you know, Jove's going to have to play this one tight. He's going to have to try and hold on to one VP and kind of control this one corridor of the map, because if he overextends it all against Americans, especially with the MG as your third unit, it's so easy to get flanked and ambushed.
The advantage though is that these forces don't have like natural access to any kind of like flamers or early molotovs or something like that, so they can't just get you out of the house with the rifles unless they get a significant amount of them over there. So an MG in a house is not the worst choice against US forces, especially not on this map.
Yeah, it's a good call. It should be noted that Friya went rifle company, so he will have access to
Yeah.
flamethrowers and 3 CPs, but that's a ways away, so...
Yeah,
The capture point is under attack.
I
We're
mean,
taking
well,
fire.
we probably already got like tier 2 standing and some other units out there for Jokes, so you can deal with that.
So Friya
But then
has
again-
quickly capped most of the map already.
Yeah. But then again, flamers on this map they're always good, not even because you always find yourself in close quarter engagement, also you just have easy access to get units out of houses without indirect fire. It's just good choice in this map.
Yeah, quite a bit of cover too, and as you know,
Yeah.
flamers don't really give a shit about cover. They're just gonna torch it. They're gonna torch
Exactly. We got a
So-
mortar out as a
We have a
fifth
lieutenant
unit
reporting in
for
it. Yeah.
Jove,
Look at that.
which is really
That's
which
a
is
huge,
really interesting.
Yeah, a huge tier 1 start against
yeah,
US
it's-
forces.
It's a big to one side, and you actually got a
What the hell am I
like
meant to do with these?
not actual fighting unit. It just
Green is
supports,
green can be.
and it's
Yeah,
not
and-
going to help against any kind of early vehicle just
Right.
now production.
I was just gonna say, Friya just teched Lieutenant, which is already on the field, and the M20 is about halfway done with production. Jove really nicely forces a rifle squad off with a really low health Pioneer, so that was well played. He didn't allocate like a full Grenadier squad to defending his munitions, and that's going to free him up to cap that VP. So, good use of what little fighting units he has right now.
Point is
I mean,
being
I don't
overrun.
want to say little fighting units, but in terms of direct combat units, I mean, the mortar, it's a support
M20,
unit. The
ready for
MG,
action.
not going to be used aggressively, so...
Yeah, he also controls the middle at the moment. I mean, Friya is now able to open into one house, but only with echelons, and Jove is in control of another house. And that's also really important against the M20, right? Because the M20 loses a lot of its strength if you can like engage infantry in an open field and push them away so easily. So in a house, you can stall it for a while, I'd say.
Yep, that MG is doing a really nice job of denying this uni harassment, and the M20's impact is being a little bit nullified by the fact that Jove is doing a good job of sticking to his buildings. So
Yeah.
and
And
now
now
we
he's
got a
gonna-
Faust going
Yeah,
off,
he's
maybe
gonna
double
get a
Faust. Oh no, that's not good. This M20 is in a tricky spot now. I don't think Jove has anything to follow it up with.
This Detroit engine, look at that. I mean, you can
Wow.
basically. The crew has that one, so you can pop smoke and repair critical. But other than that, it's really damaged.
Oh, and that vehicle crew's taking a crap
he
ton of
didn't-
damage from the MG.
Wow.
He didn't get the. Oh no!
Oh, there comes the
Oh, how unfortunate.
Wow.
Oh, but it looks like it was killed with the small arms fire.
I guess it was the bazooka.
I thought maybe it was the bazooka too, but I don't. That seems kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then the bazooka. Well, I guess we could look it up. We could click on the model as soon as he's done retreating. Then the bazooka looked like he shot himself in the foot and hit himself again. So, vehicle crew needs some more training. This is kind of how this matchup plays out on this map. A lot of really static play. I don't want to say static. Wow. Did you see that mortar hit?
Yeah.
Wiped
yeah,
his
pretty huge.
wiped his rear echelon with the minesweepers. So, and we've got tier 2 going up now from Jove, and still no commander picked. He's at 3 CPs, so he could be creeping up on a decision here pretty soon. And despite the loss of the M20, he still has Friya, that is, still has the majority of the map. I mean, the territory difference right now is pretty staggering.
I mean, it's a rather late tier 2 for Jove, but at the same time, I mean, he managed to kill the M20 without tier 2, so it doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah.
He's getting a scout car, which is normally, I like to see that against his force, although I'm kind of skeptic how it will play out in this map, because again, so many houses, which make light vehicles a bit less effective, I'd say.
Yeah, as we just saw.
Yeah. Also,
a
we got
lot of
we
corners
got-
to ambush with Faust and whatnot.
Yeah, we still got the vehicle crew of the bazookas for Friya on the field, which you shouldn't really underestimate. Like one
Yeah.
bazooka, if you manage it right, you can really hold off the other vehicle.
Scout car's going straight in for this rifleman squad. He's not really, he didn't really care about taking an engine damage. He's gonna try and, didn't even bother throwing the 18-8, so he gets away with
Yeah,
it.
it's not giving him anything over here. The pioneers can repair it immediately, and it's not gonna kill it anyhow with the one rifleman.
Yeah.
So I guess it was a good decision not to throw
And
it.
he's gonna actually chase him all the way to the base. Lieutenant was overextended and forced to retreat as well. Now we've got the 2-man vehicle crew with the bazookas coming up, and look at how much damage it does. He needs
Although
he needs to
that's
force
not,
that
if you
crew to
focus it,
move.
if you focus it and push it, you can just deal with it as well.
Oh,
Looks
he's
like it's
gonna
not
hop in
taking
the
the risk.
building. Oh boy.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Man, if he took any sort of small arms fire there, that would have been a dead scout car.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is a tough map for these light vehicles. Both of them have had their impact just completely, mitigated by just how many close-range engagements there are for ambushes. And this is where Jove now kind of has his footing. He dealt with the early scout car rush, the early M20 rush, that is. He's got his MG to keep, this portion of the map solidified, and he's got his mortar for his indirect fire. And once these grids start vetting up and getting some LMGs on him, he's not going to be in too bad a shape.
We are losing the sector.
The whole dynamic between the U.S. versus Wehrmacht is the U.S. really has to capitalize as much as possible in the early game and rush out a Sherman usually.
And check out that.
Yeah,
I'm
spinning
not
the-
sure if it's by accident or if it's just really going for it, but he's building 2 pioneer squads at this time now. The only really
Oh, look at his commander
use I
choice.
could, yeah, I mean he's going for going for close air support, and he's immediately transferring fuel to munitions. So the only thing he could do, I imagine, is just getting
S-mines.
and maybe double flamers. We don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, it looks like he'll have 3 of them. 3 Pioneer squads, man. Who does that? There's a flamer on one, teched immediately. You know what I'd like to see? He wiped the rear echelon squad with the minesweepers. I'd like to see a bunch of S-mines go down just to prevent all of this harassment from Friya. Force him to get another echelon squad. Force him to, rear echelon squads are basically useless in terms of combat capability. So
I mean, he has nothing else to deal with. He doesn't have any vehicle to drive over them, so he would be really forced to get another rear echelon squad with minesweepers.
the scout car's really trying to hunt down that rifleman. He's not quite gonna get it. Now we got Flamer v Flamer v Flamer.
Yeah, we got
triple Flamer battle.
Check out that we got 3 flamers on all Pioneers, triple Flamer. That's pretty huge.
Wow.
I mean, he doesn't have any mines to fear because he already killed the M20.
Yeah.
So yeah, triple Flamer still. That's pretty interesting.
Not something you see every day, that's for sure. And Friya's going pretty typical rifle company play, or infantry company. I get these confused. Rifle company.
Rifle, yeah.
He's gone lieutenant and captain. Not going to go with the major, saving fuel from the easy aids. I'd be interested to see if he gets a pack howitzer. I feel like the pack howitzer is pretty garbage now, especially on maps like this. Projectiles get caught on all the height differentials, and it's just it's also a huge investment in manpower. So the only thing he's really getting out of the captain is easy access to the AT gun and the bazookas. So
yeah. On the same time, though, the bazookas, like we've seen before, are quite powerful on this map, just because you can ambush vehicles and then get close range or in the rear arm or something else.
They
So
really
the
shouldn't
bazookas
be
really
underestimated.
Yeah, they really aren't so bad. And plus, we don't have any heavy armor available for Joe. He'll only be on tier 4 or tier 3, and then I flame it off.
Ooh, I missed it. Where was it?
Left side next to the fuel.
Oh, I see.
First flamer probably already died. So what I was going to say is there will only be medium vehicles, which makes the bazookas more effective because they are more effective against those.
Yeah, bazookas don't do too bad against P4s. Against Tigers, they're really lackluster. But on a map where you can just stick a captain squad in a building, that could be a legitimate threat for the medium vehicles. Oh, nice rifle grenade! Almost wipes that rifle squad, and the cap's forced to retreat as well.
And the second flamer fire dies, and the rifle picks up an additional flamer, so he has 2 flamers now on one rifle squad.
Where was that? I keep missing this stuff.
On the complete left side, like on the complete outskirt of the map.
Yeah, I see it. So this rifle squad has 2 flamers now, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's pretty insane.
I see it now, yeah. Oh boy, that's gonna be... They're really low health though, you better heal those up. They're gonna explode in a blaze of glory.
And check this out, like both flamers he went for are already dead.
Yeah.
I don't think that was worth it.
Yeah. I like the idea, I like the thought. And this scout car would not surprise me if you popped one of these. This squad is so low health.
So there's a long way to go. The AT gun is facing the wrong direction.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's focusing the AT gun. Stupid scout car.
Oh no. The crazy bazookas. Oh man. Oh, and here we got the first indication of doctrine choice for Friya. He now knows that he has gone close air support because that's the only strafe that comes that early. I guess he could have maybe gone, or maybe thought he went spearhead because it has a strafe as well, but. That's not more likely than close air support.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's only close air support that has a strafe that's available, like one pass.
That's right.
So if he got his doctrines in his mind,
yeah,
he might combine that.
Scout car is down. We've got a P-Grand squad, which is pretty common for close air support, and really not a bad choice on a map like this. Look at that, just completely shreds that AT gun. AT gun down, might get stolen.
If he can steal that AT gun, it would be huge. I mean, he already has one, but yeah.
Lost rolling up. Yeah, the AT gun's not getting away.
Yeah, he's not getting away. Wow, look at all these flamers.
The P-Grins are like, oh shit, fuck out of there. Did not see that coming.
Although this kind of unit clustering is just playing completely into the hands of good man Jove, who's going to be able to utilize his strays on that.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to force these grins out, but he's repositioning his
my
MG and is maybe going to bait him into it.
Those flamers.
Friya's using his major to capture. That's kind of interesting. And now the rifle blob
So
is
he went for a major, and that's
yeah, weird. Went for a major. What? He already had access to the easy ace. What's he doing going major?
I mean, yeah, I mean, at least I don't get the point where you go major and then cap in front of it, like
Yeah, I mean-
all techs. If you get access to strong content, that's kind of weird.
The captain's 80 fuel. Like, if you're going to get a captain, you're not typically going to go lieutenant and div 20. I mean, this is just a huge... I think that's a huge mistake for Friya. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Now he's so close to an easy 8, there's... I don't know. I mean, a Sherman is okay. The thing is, the easy 8 is really excels in AT. It's not the greatest anti-infantry tank. But the Sherman, obviously with the HE rounds, is just monster. So, like, if he wanted to go with the Sherman, he could have done that, but he should have skipped the captain so that he could rush one out and still have at least a little bit of that fuel saved to get that easy 8 out after the Sherman. Look, shit, he could have gone a pack howitzer. It'd be great on this map. Tons of shot blockers to shoot over. Nice indirect fire. Still has squad wipe potential. You know, you're backed up by the easy 8. The only thing is, if you're going to go rifle company and you don't have access to an AT gun, it can be really hard sometimes. Like, everyone talks shit on the American AT gun, but at the same time, it's I find myself missing it when I don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few matches Sherman being out a couple of minutes ago, like, that would have been really good because there's no sign of attack from Jove, and there's only infantry to fight, so an early Sherman with HE round probably would have had a huge impact on this game.
Yeah.
But now we already have like an AT gun and Shreks and a couple of guns to force out. And we also have the AT strafe available if enough munitions are banked, so yeah, he's quite some abilities to deal with that.
Yeah. The other thing to note is that Friya could have possibly noticed that Jove went for 3 flamer combos. That's a significant investment in munitions, and we also haven't really seen any LMGs up until this point. So that should have tipped him off that he probably used the fuel to munitions transfer and could have expected, nice grenade on that MG, expected a little bit less of an armor rush, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the AT strafe on this map is probably even more brutal than on other maps because normally it's already hard to dodge, but on this map where you can just basically, a lot of times you can just drive back and forth, so it would be really, really hard to dodge for Friya. I wonder how this plays out for Jove.
Well, yeah, see, here's the thing, he just called in a regular Sherman, so,
yeah.
you know, I was... Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. If I'm going rifle company with the intention of going major, I'm going captain and skipping lieutenant. But not a terrible decision. The Sherman is gonna, you know, hits the field earlier. Jove's still a ways away from any sort of real armor. And the thing is, without the Tiger, you know, the Jacksons just absolutely wreck Austere Tier 3. Just a Jackson 3 shots a Panzer IV. It 2 shots a Stud. It 3 shots an Ostwind. You know, like it just shuts it down so hard. That whole late game advantage that Austere has is a little bit, you know, negated by the fact that he went close air. So
Yeah. At the same time, though, I'd say the P4 on this map is probably a bit more able to fight against the Jackson than on other maps because Jackson will have a hard time using the range in certain spots. I mean, the P4 won't be able to 1v1 it, obviously, but if he has some kind of support here, I guess he would be able to stand up to it.
That and the Shreks are going to make it hard.
The Sherman, though, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at this huge amount of infantry on Friya's side. He got his 3 rifles, lieutenant, captain, major, he used everything, like the vehicle crew is still alive with the bazookas. That's a significant amount of infantry, and I guess it drains his manpower a bit.
Yeah, and Jove is starting to branch out a little bit now. You know, the initial portion of the game, he was kind of clustered around this area, but he started to branch out and is almost, he had him triple cap there for a minute. VP's still about even 20 minutes in, and we still haven't seen any indication that Jove is going to get a vehicle out. I mean, at this point, he's got his Shreks. He probably won't convert field munitions. Well, actually, he just got another peeker in squad, so it wouldn't surprise me if he snagged another set of Shreks on him.
I mean, maybe he's able to play that strat just with the 1 and 2-2 because if he uses the straight really good, he might be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, a Panther 4 or something like that would probably make it significantly... Yeah, probably make it significantly easier.
Yeah, Shreks really do a fantastic job against austere vehicles. Or, I'm sorry, against American vehicles, what am I saying?
Yeah, although it's not that, like... It's good at against the Sherman, at the same time it's not really, it's pretty risky to engage it with the Shreks because the HE rounds tend to either one-shot it completely or kill what's remaining from the first shots. Oh, we got another strafe ball in.
Nicely used.
Gun. Yeah, good use of the strafe over there. The flame was keep the spots down.
Yeah, this is going to be forced to retreat. Very nicely played by Jove to keep his pack being wiped. What do you have to say about this close air support commander? There's been a lot of discussion about it lately. It's been around for ages, you know, it's been around for a year, but until this most recent Make Love Not War, I don't think that many had it, and it wasn't really used real widely.
I don't know, it's hard to say. I guess it's just, it's obviously, I guess it's more effective against US forces than it is against Soviets, because you can't really punish it with a late game everything like the guys do.
Yeah, that's true.
At the same time, it's, I don't know. I think, at least in team games 2v2s, it's kind of cheesy. It can be played kind of cheesy with a lot of LNG guns and then Shrek, like several points of Shreks and all straight everywhere. But I think in 1v1s it's okay. I guess it's a good doctrine for ones, but not too much.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty balanced in ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's you sacrifice a lot by going with it. I like the fuel and munitions transfer. I think it's an interesting dynamic. I like that Austere gets access to extra munitions to use all those tasty upgrades. I love the LMGs and the Shreks and all that. And I like the infantry-based play. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I mean, if you get caught sleeping for just a second with that anti-tank strafe, it could basically one-shot American vehicles. So I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I do know how I feel about that. I think it's fucking lame. But but no one really cares about my opinion, so I'll just say I don't know how I feel about it.
Get another straight ball. It's gonna be oh my god! It's pinning 4 squads forcing them back to base.
Oh, that'll give you some map control.
Yeah. Yeah,
Although,
well, like we said earlier, it's just Friya with that kind of unit positioning. It's just playing into the hands of Jove because the strafe isn't really expensive. Like 60 munitions for a retreat and 4 squads, like almost the entire army. It's worth it.
Yeah. Very nice unit positioning here from Jove with the pack protecting this right side along with the Shreks in the building here. And it looks like the Panzer Grenadiers are making a move for the church. The Sherman doesn't see it. They actually fire a shot off before they get in the church. The pack takes a shot and it might go down. One more volley from the Shreks.
Shreks are chasing it. They might get it.
Just out of range.
Yeah, he'll get out of it.
Wow.
A little side note though, Jove didn't really have any access to his fuel for quite a long time. He had, like, Friya had double fuel and he's just taking another Sherman instead of calling in an easy 8, which at this point in the game, it's probably not a bad choice at the current situation, although we got a P4 on the way for Jove, which would have been nice to have an easy 8 against it.
Yeah, easy 8 is going to eat that ship for lunch, and now Jove has just decided he's had enough of this house and he's going to torch it. Nicely repositions to dodge that mortar round. Good little bit of micro there from Friya. Gonna position himself behind the wall here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Had he stayed there and just sat there attacking ground on that thing, he would have got hit by the mortar. So, nice little play there. House is smoking. It's not quite on fire yet. Be a little longer. These rifles around the corner. The 2 Grenadier squads sitting under mortar fire. The flamer pyro. Holy shit.
And check that out. That rifle flamer.
Oh yeah, that was the one that had 2.
Yeah, the one.
I didn't have any.
One blowed up, but he still had 1 on the back. Although I think they both blow up in the end. Wow.
Yep. 16 kills on the mortar already, and now the P4 hits the field. And Friya is overextended with this rifle squad. Tries to throw an AT grenade from the front,
It
but
bounces.
a little late on the retreat, and the 2 Shermans are on the hunt. One is on HE rounds, and the other is on AP rounds. So he needs to switch that. Wow, wipes the mortar.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Like either you should switch both to AP rounds and then go for the P4, or HE rounds on both and try to get the infantry down.
Jove
I don't like. Yeah.
I was gonna say Friya just lost another rifle squad. Or was that no? I think that was
his lieutenant. Yeah, he went down. Yeah, that P4 is really losing work against the infantry already.
Friya's getting a little bit careless with his infantry now. He was gonna try and throw an AT grenade under a lot of firepower. And it looks like we got phosphorus rounds going in. Gonna try and
the
force
Shreks. Yeah, but the Shreks just move out of the building and
hop in the next one.
yeah, and they take the Shermans head on. Like they gotta retreat there. They can't handle the Shreks, the P4, and the AT gun in the back. It's too much for them.
I think Friya needs to go with an Easy 8 or a Jackson now. I'd go with a Jackson. You got your all the any infantry you need with these 2 Shermans. Shermans with double HE rounds is just brutal. I mean,
at the same time, though, I'm pretty sure. Like, how about I'm pretty sure an AT strafe one-shots a Jackson, but I'm not sure about if it one-shots an Easy 8. That would be something to consider.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, without the range advantage, or I guess I should say with this map being difficult to use the range advantage, I think the Easy 8 is probably the way to go. He's got plenty of fuel for it, so we should be seeing an Easy 8 pretty soon. I would be shocked if he went for anything but an Easy 8. And at this point, it's still anybody's game. I mean, Friya's on the back foot, but Jove is really relying on this fuel to munitions transfer in order to gain him map control. I mean, he's using it on the infantry the infantry pushes to force retreats. He's using it to upgrade Shreks. Nice squad wipe there on the MG with the Sherman. And nicely dodges the AT strike as well.
Good work. The pack gets him off guard. He's not using the stun. Oh, he did use the stun ability, right? Yeah, but it seemed to miss somehow. That's interesting.
Was it activated when he shot?
I'm not sure. I mean, it seemed like maybe it wasn't cooldown, but I can't imagine why it would have triggered it earlier.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And now we've got a Jackson on the field, so it seems like Friya really is not valuing the Easy 8. I mean, it is expensive. It's 145 fuel, so that's significant. But no, he's canceled the Jackson and decided to call in the Easy 8. So,
oh, okay, there
eat my words there a little bit. But I was gonna say, it seemed like he really was just interested in this commander for the flamers on his rifles, which for the most part exploded.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the rest of the command, the elite rifle is pretty good, but it's not like. Unless he loses any of them, it's not giving him anything at the moment. The flares are surely nice if you use them, and the phosphor is okay, I'd say.
Oh man, double pioneers attack grounding through the hedge here. To deal with these rifles, they're getting greedy. They're trying to finish the cap, but their might go down. That's totally not worth it. Ends up retreating anyway.
Oh wow, yeah, that's low. If you get both the flame, yeah, wow. So that's another flame. That's another flame with drop. Jove's actually not seeing it, I guess, but he could pick up another flame or neither the whatever Pyros, Grants, P-Grants.
So the Sherman has positioned himself to deal with this Grenadier squad, and the P4 I thought was going to go for it but it was backed up with the AT gun, and now this rifle.
Major guys who I think it was the MG42, like the LMG upgrades.
Huge engagement here.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. He's not really using his major 4-part 3 points.
Oh man. Wow. White phosphorus goes down on the Panzer Grenadiers, but this pack is nicely repositioned. He's going to lose both of these Shermans all at once.
Without killing the before.
Very nicely played by Jove.
And he had HE rounds on the second Sherman, which is why he didn't kill it before. But now the Easy 8 is going for it.
Bit of a misplay there by Friya. He is backing out again. Man, that pack. has just been a monster, and now the
And the
P4 is
P4 is
abandoned.
abandoned.
But he does have his captain there. He should be able to finish it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain.
There he goes. Ooh, and he snipes the Shrek squad. That easy 8 finished off
Wow.
the Panzer Grenadiers. So in that engagement, he traded 2 Shermans for a P4 and a P-Grand squad. He actually managed to steal
And
the
he-
mortar.
Yeah, that's so important actually, because it's just what he needs against all the static infantry from Jove. And the
Yeah.
German mortar is just a beast at the moment, so yeah, he did good capturing the mortar.
And it should be noted that during all of this, Friya has managed to keep the pressure on, at least in terms of territory, on Jove,
Yeah.
because he has him cut off from everything. So
He
now
also-
Friya's got enough for another easy 8.
And Jove, I'm not sure, did he lose a Gren?
I believe he did at some point. I think
Yeah.
it was in this house. No, maybe it was in one of these houses that the Sherman was firing on. Oh, grenade goes off on that grenade, almost wipes it. Really,
Yeah.
really close game. Couple of losses from infantry losses from both sides, and Friya, I think. You know, it's tough to say. I thought for sure that was a decisively lost engagement, but wiping the P4, Joe's only piece of armor, and maintaining the map control that he had. Granted, he wasn't draining the VPs, and Jove's now really quickly decapping a lot of key points here from Friya, but certainly not a total blunder like I thought it was going to
Yeah. And I guess Jove decided not to go for another P4 that fast because he just converted fuel to munitions again. It's really important, like those trades have saved a couple of times now, so it's probably not a bad decision to do that.
be. At the same time, he was really vulnerable to these vehicles. I mean,
He gets another pair of Shreks on his P-Grants.
yeah.
Deal with that. And there's still one Shrek lying outside his base. I wonder if he doesn't see that, but yeah. Oh, he's probably gonna pick it up with P-Grants now. Because,
He does.
yeah, there
Nice.
we go.
I like
Good
that.
choice. Yeah, me too.
So that mortar squad made it up to 17, at least 17 kills before it got wiped. Let's see what it ends up with, or how many kills it ends up with in American hands. Oh man, his captain almost going down to the P-Grins in the house, and man, Friya has just been doing a great job of harassing.
He has enough fuel enough fuel and manpower for my EV8. I wonder if he goes for it or decides to go for another HE Sherman. I think in this situation, to be honest, he could just as well go for another HE Sherman. Might even be the better choice against this unit composition.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at how much infantry. Jove's just decided rather than building more vehicles, he's just going to get more infantry. He's got 4
Another
Grens now.
Gren. Wow.
I mean, why not? I guess you can get, you know, plenty more. And look, yep, good call on that one, Iceman. Friya is going with another with another Sherman. So
Yeah.
interesting stuff. VPs are still about even. This game's just been neck and neck. Although it's so funny how none of the vehicles in this game have really had that big of an impact. They've all just been fodder for the infantry.
It's just compare how much infantry Jove has compared to Friya. I mean, don't underestimate the 2 tanks in Friya's side. They definitely make that up, but still, it's insane. He has 4 Grams, 2 PGs, 2 Pyos, an MG, and a PEG. It's such huge infantry army.
Yeah, it's going to give him the ability to actually, maintain some of the map against these vehicles. Assuming that he's going to have to play with this pack really well. That's the linchpin.
Yeah.
But honestly, the double Shreks in the buildings are monstrous. They're amazing.
Oh, and those flames on the right, just crit away 2 men of the cap.
I mean, look at that. The double Shreks, even against the heaviest tanks the American has, are forcing it away. You know, that Easy 8 is forced to retreat. He can't even be aggressive with it. I mean, he's going to move up these flame rifles and he'll be fine, but that's how Jove's getting away with this.
I wonder how the bulldozer shell would have played out in this map, in this situation. Like, it's not in the best state at the moment, but at the same time, against 4-man Austria squads and on close range, I don't know.
Yeah, it could have worked. Also gives you access to demo charges.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can't underestimate those. Nice dodge on that rifle nade by Friya. It's going to decap the middle VP. This is where things are gonna start getting tense. Both
I'd like to-
players have
I
got...
like to get him.
What's
Yeah,
up?
go on.
No, you.
Oh,
No, you.
I just I just like to switch the vehicle crews from the EZ8 into the normal Sherman just to get veterancy on the HE Sherman. I think it makes it more accurate, so they will be good against the infantry. That being said, though, he gets another HE Sherman.
Yeah, buddy.
Good choice.
Yes, very good choice.
Yeah. He's just going for the right thing in my opinion. Just double HE Shermans will punish the infantry.
Yeah.
And once the buildings start collapsing, the
Yes! The crush!
Migrants will be way less effective. That AT gun though, that's pretty.
Oh, the Grins decide not to Faust, but they're walking right up to...
Yeah, he's baiting it.
Really quick little maneuver there by the EZ8. He's like, oh, never mind. I don't feel like that.
I like what I see over there.
Captain's still alive, Vet 3
Yeah,
now.
it's so funny. Like the captain is just he's Vet 3 and he's every time it comes, but it looks like everything he does is losing models.
Yeah, doesn't matter where he's going.
Yeah.
You kind of have to keep him grouped. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, check that out. We got a Stuka production.
What?
Oh, that's really interesting. I mean, I like to see that against the HE Shermans. That's really cool call. Although against the EZ8, if he gets got off guard, he's dead.
Yeah. Even against the Shermans on AP rounds, he'd be in trouble.
Yeah. True. That's.
So again,
Although
we're seeing Jove just kind of chilling in this area, doing a really nice job just holding on to this one VP and trying not to get forced off.
Nice vehicle crew cap. Yeah, yeah. He's capping the VP at the same time. Although
that's really risky.
Yeah,
I do that too, and it's bit me in the ass so many times.
The vetted rifleman and vetted Grants and a riflemate, and you get a stolen Sherman.
Yep. And he doesn't see it yet. He needs to hop in. There we go. That could have been bad.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Wow, that damage from these strikes. Check out that.
We got a pack shot in there too.
Oh, I didn't.
Enemy forces are securing
AT
our
guns
territory.
in trouble. Kind of overextended.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is an engagement that this American player loses here.
Yeah, for sure. Like the captain gets shredded once again, and even the rifle with flamers can't hold on to this. He needs the HE Sherman over there.
Yeah,
Same
a little
guy
late.
with the AT gun. Yeah. The AT gun will force it away. He could have used phosphor.
Yeah. Or he could have smoked the AT gun with the Sherman.
Yeah. Although that Sherman.
What? Oh, we missed it, Iceman. We missed it. No! Look at Jove's army. Look what he has. Damn it! Oh, fuck! I love vehicle snagging. Oh, it's so terrible when it happens to you. You just there's not a worse feeling in this game than seeing your own tank in the other opponent's paint.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
I mean.
He's getting all ballsy with it. He's like, oh, it's free tank.
I was just going to say this tank could wow. I mean, nice smoke over there.
Yeah, well played.
But
That's good.
this tank could really pay serious, like, for the serious risk, because he doesn't have that much in AT. You got the AT gun, the captain. Okay, and the EZ8, but still against an HE Sherman.
Yeah.
Well.
And you didn't pay for it. Best part.
Yeah.
All
exactly.
the best things in life are free, as they say. Man, I'm so disappointed we didn't get to see how that played out. Son of a bitch. Why is there no rewind? I want rewind. Damn it.
Please give it to us, man.
So that we can make up for our crappy camera work, for my crappy camera work.
I mean, check out the engagement in the middle that was going on over there. Like, everyone would draw his attention over there. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we can't fault ourselves too much.
Rewind now.
This has been a pretty hectic game, a lot of action back and forth. I mean, that's kind of what you see when you got high-level players. Wow, this is a really nice position here for Joe.
The Stuka misses. Yeah, although it's not losing that engagement. That's another good one. It's okay. It's gonna work.
Second Sherman's rolling in.
There, but the Stuka and the AT gun, I guess it's enough.
The AT gun gets about half of its health wiped, and the Easy
No
8.
models killed though.
Sniping from long range. VP's at 214 to 260. Jove's
Still really
with
close.
a slight lead, but yeah, still anybody's game. Both army compositions are just massive now. I'd like to see Jove call in a little bit more of his vetted rifles. I feel like he's lacking a little bit in the infantry department.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta get those. I mean, he could even, get a rifle. He has the fuel and he has enough vehicles. You could consider getting another lieutenant.
Yeah, and you can get away with a lot as the Americans, capping and repairing with your vehicle crews at the same time. You know, you can make up for having a little bit less infantry in that regard.
Yeah.
The mortar up to 5 kills, not too great.
Oh wow, that Ren scored well. I mean, it dropped the Shrek, but it picked it up again, or the LMG, whatever. Drop one of those, picked it up, go down to 1 man. That was really close. If he had lost that, it would have been huge. There's 3 LMG and Shrek Ren.
And so both players now have decided to go with a little bit more of a static front line. At this point in the game, overextending, you know, is pretty risky. You get punished for it pretty hard. The Vet 3 pack now, target weak point is going to be nasty against these American vehicles. It's moving into position right now, although it's a little overextended. He does have the infantry to back it up now. Minor engagement on the right side. The rifles are suppressed and taking fire from the P-Grens, but we've got the stun shot going off from the pack. Now taking shots on the Easy 8.
The Stu's moving up as well, trying to snipe the Easy 8. The Easy 8 bounces it though. The Sherman moves up as well. Sherman versus Sherman over here.
We've got the American AT gun backing it up, so both players do a little damage and backing off, but Friya maintains control of the mid VP and actually now has Jove triple capped. And we see another rifle explode. Bye-bye.
Although imagine you'd have an IT strafe net engagement, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
AT strafe in the middle, wow.
Ooh, Mortar doing a nice job forcing off that pack.
I mean, the mortar's at 8 kills. You gotta go 17 if he wants to make it out with the German
got
version,
time.
like the German crew version. Yeah, that's true though.
Sherman pushing off the Panzer Grenadiers, and the pack is nowhere to defend it. The other Sherman is not repaired yet. He doesn't have the fancy vehicle crews to do it for him. And all he's going to have to do to deal with the Sherman is the Stug, which actually is going to get the first shot off and probably force retreat.
Yeah. Hey, it's not. Can't charge it because there's a grand.
Stug is not shooting for some reason. What does it do?
He doesn't have maybe line of sight.
That little tiny rock?
Little tiny, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Wow, and the Sherman does so much damage too.
That's
Although
going
the
to go
Stu's
down
doing
now.
well. Yeah.
Oh, it misses. God damn.
Yeah, maybe take around to that thing. I gotta check the line of sight on that.
Yeah,
I think it
that
was.
heavy.
Yeah.
That's so counterintuitive, though. I mean, you would never notice that. There's rubble everywhere, and that little wall is what blocks it. It's not something you would really notice. The pack's now fully healed. Jove's doing a great job of keeping that thing topped off.
Jove lost all VPs though. He's not triple capped, but he's down to 190 and hasn't got any VP under his control, so you gotta start watching out for that. Oh, the Sherman!
Yeah.
Oh, the Stu's finish it off.
Very nice
Unlocking.
use of the target weak point from the Stug.
Yeah. Nice usage of that. Sherman getting a bit low. I mean, the Oster Sherman.
Yes, the Oster Sherman.
I mean, look at that. Friya's just replacing his Sherman.
He
He
still
has
has
the
the
fuel.
I don't know how Friya's doing it. He's managing to hold so much of the map despite the fact that he's got so much less infantry.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe it has to do with the fact that Jove's idling a lot of his army in his base for a decent amount of time now.
Yeah. I mean, he has so much infantry. I guess it's hard to control at some point unless you fall into
Especially with
globing.
having to keep track of really important units like your Stug is squishy and difficult to use, very situational.
That Sherman's probably gonna go down.
Sherman's
That
bouncing
bounce,
against
bounce,
each other.
Bounce.
One more shot. Bounce.
Bounce. What the hell?
Bounce.
He's smoking, but he's smoking kind of weird spot over there.
Now we got both Shermans. Easy 8 and the regular show. Oh shit, dude.
Enemy
They don't know
forces
what
are
they're going
securing
up on.
our
Yeah.
territory.
You're like, eh.
Oh
Just
my
don't eat
God.
the Faust and you're fine.
Yeah, better. Although the Snook is in the retreat path, you gotta keep that in mind. I
That
mean, the
Snook's
EZA.
getting killed.
Yeah,
Easy 8
oh wow.
wreck that thing. No, 2 shots.
I mean,
miss.
is he that reverse? I don't know.
Oh no! Now the Sherman's in trouble.
Yeah.
True shock.
Snook on that too is actually pretty powerful.
Oh, smoke, man, smoke! For fuck's sake! Use your smoke! Oh man, that's my favorite thing ever. It's like one of the greatest abilities on the Sherman is its ability to pop smoke and get out of sticky situations. Triple cap now from Jove evens up the VP. He trades the triple cap. And we're almost exactly even, 171 to 172, 45 minutes into the game. Friya's a nasty grenade on the wall.
Wow, almost wiped the cap.
Oh, goes down.
Wow, on the road. In the head. By the STG.
Oh my gosh. Now Friya's using the vehicle crew to cap the VP again, which is good.
Yes.
He cannot afford the triple cap.
He's also destroying the American AT gun now with 3 shrugs, which is a good idea.
Oh man.
I guess that captain took one beating too much.
Yeah.
We are losing a
That
sector.
captain was living on borrowed time.
Okay.
This is getting tough here from Jove. He's lost a lot of for Friya. He's lost a lot of infantry. A lot.
Yeah, yeah. He's down to 2 rifles and a big count that on infantry. Like, he's called. Did he call in another? Oh, that's just a fresh called in rifle, so he's down to 1 rifle. Wow.
Wow. This is getting rough.
Yeah, it really does. I mean,
Oh,
that's
no.
also slow though.
AT strafe on the Shermans. He doesn't see it. He's sitting right in it. Holy shit!
Check that out, man.
Wipes the vehicle crew, and the Shermans are down to just a sliver of health.
Where's the
Our
Stuk?
opponents are seizing the
Here's the
sector.
deal.
He's
He
bringing up
gets
the
himself.
Sherman.
He gets himself another Sherman. It's the 4th Sherman he gets.
4 Shermans. He'll have, if he gets these other Shermans repaired, he'll have
lines of
4
supply are
goddamn Sherman guys, man.
Yeah. I mean, 4 Shermans, if he does it right, he might even be able to just rush him with that. Like
Yeah,
80 rounds and all
smoke
of
the
them.
pack.
Yeah.
Oh man, corner goes down.
Yeah, that's looking grim for him now.
Oh, the Shreks are moving up on this one. I don't think he sees it.
As
Enemy
Recalls
forces
the
are
EZA.
securing our
Oh,
territory.
nice shot from the Sherman though. Almost wipes. Oh wow.
Wow,
really,
make
really
them crit
lucky
again.
vehicle crit. Jesus.
The enemy has
and
broken
that
our
Sherman
supply
is being in
lines.
a lot of trouble.
You know what I don't
We,
understand?
That lost Sherman. What?
Yeah, I don't understand why Friya keeps trying to harass this point right in front of Joe's base. Over and over and over again, he sends rifle squads over here to decap this, but it's not a cutoff. And
No,
it
not.
puts him at a really risky position for his infantry, and it's actually cost him some infantry a couple times.
That vehicle is down to 2 men.
Yeah, he
Sniped by
can't
the
recruit
Sherman.
the Sherman.
And oh, the EDA gets done.
Oh,
Wow, he goes down.
very nicely played by Joe there. Using great job using his vehicle stuns with the pack
Our
and the
panzers has been destroyed.
Stug.
Yeah.
Yes, I should say. Stug.
The Sturmgeschütz. In return though, the double Sherman wipes the single Sherman.
Yep. And now
the Stug is in Schwurbel too. Yeah.
and the Stug goes down. The Stug. So now we've got what is that? 3 Shermans? Yeah, we've got 3 Shermans for Friya and no vehicles for Jove. Now is this
was
is the
actually
opportunity to turn the game right here.
That was what is bad engagement for Jove. He lost both his Sherman and his Stug to kill the EZ8.
Oh man, and look at his fuel. He's only got 13 fuel. He just used the. Oh my god.
Oh wow! Another recon run comes in. Oh, check that out! The recon run comes in. He might be able to pop the AT strafe.
On the repairing
Yeah,
tanks.
on the repairing tanks.
Uh-oh.
Although
I don't know. It might not have the right path.
Yeah,
He's called
It
it
might-
in. Where did he call it in? Oh, he did. He got vision
yeah.
on it.
but the Sherman is repaired. It's not gonna kill him.
Oh, but the ambulance goes down. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Sherman almost does. But yeah, it was repaired already.
Wow, that's gonna
literally
buy.
5 seconds too late.
Yeah. That's gonna buy Joe some time though. It's gonna
Yeah.
keep that Sherman off the field for a while. Go crush those Shreks, dude. Oh man, you gotta. Oh man.
Wow.
He had nothing to back that up. He could have rolled both those Shreks. It's so easy to punish infantry without any vehicle stairs. You just keep the Shreks from moving, and the main gun, or the pencil MG just wrecks them up. Man, oh, this is getting tense, Iceman. We're down to 106 to 166. We got a teller going down, but it gets spotted.
It's spotted, yeah. Just cancel that one. No way of putting it down still. The pack got decrued at some point, so it's not that free anymore, unfortunately. But still, I think double Shreks. Wow, yeah, that's what you. I mean, that's what I was going to say. Like these Shreks are enough to deal with the tanks for the moment.
Yeah,
definitely.
You really can't afford to be roaming around the map at half HP, especially on a map like this where you're not going to see it coming. I mean, the line of sight blockers are just everywhere.
And those Shreks wouldn't be a real problem with 3 of the Shermans together, but one Sherman around, just easy meat for them.
Yeah. At this point, Jove has everything triple vet almost, and they all have LMGs, and his vehicles have Shreks, and he's got the packs to deal with the Shermans. The only thing that can save Jove is some crits, or not some crits, some squad wipes with these HE Shermans. He's gonna have to be carried by that.
Flamer got wiped. One of Jove's Flamer piles. I guess that's a bit of a minor loss, but still it helps, of course.
Yeah, like right here, for example, you need to be following that to the base, and there you go, or not.
Yeah.
Or you can just sit there
and kill it still.
Yeah. I still think Friya could turn this pretty easily.
Yeah, he just needs one decisive engagement with the Shermans to wipe the infantry.
Yep. Force a retreat on the Shreks, follow him back to the base, and you don't. I mean, he has no AT after that. And those Shermans, I mean, on the HE rounds, you get point blank, and they will fuck shit up. I just want to see it. I want to see him just go balls deep, man. You got nothing. I mean, you wait a little longer.
That's what he has to do, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna win this game just by holding out any longer. It's just Jove's not getting any weaker by that. Like he's gonna get out more vehicles, and you can't deal with the vehicles at this moment.
Oh, but there's a Gren squad nearby. That's gonna prevent my balls deep strategy. Force a retreat on the Gren first, and then go run him over.
Yeah. Although it worked still quite well, it dropped another Shrek.
That's pretty unlucky.
Unfortunately, he isn't able to pick that up with the P-Gren. Imagine that. 3 Shreks missing with P-Gren.
Oh my god. That'd be insane. Teller mine in the middle cleared out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's basically the same thing though when you got 2 squads next to each other. A little cluster of 3 Shreks right there. Jove desperately needs some more infantry.
I guess Friya's feeling like he's playing against OKV, right?
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen anything like this from an austere player. Played at a high level.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. That stolen Sherman though was pretty impressive. But that's Relic, that's the difference. Like that stolen Sherman was basically Friya's fault or whatever, or well played by Jove, and that shit's fun to watch, fun to play, I guess. Instead of a vehicle just getting randomly abandoned without any players, fall, play, whatever.
Yep.
That's the way to go.
Come on, crit vehicle repair. There you go.
Yeah.
And you're gonna eat another Faust though.
Yeah, but it doesn't really, unless he moves out to fake really quickly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he should be fine.
The Shermans are ready to go, the other 2. Also check that out. He has 4 rifles again. He backed up his infantry a bit.
Good.
That's where, like we said earlier, that's where the rifle columns come useful again. Not when you have a lot of infantry, but when you lose a lot, you can replace them.
Oh man, don't take shots from that pack, dude.
Yeah, but he can. He's gonna decrue it. Yeah, nice. He could even try to. No, that's a Shrek. We have to get a focus on those. Otherwise, he could try to kill it.
Over! Come on, man. Oh boy, now honestly though, Friya's did exactly what he needed to do. He's managed to turn this ticker on the VPs, and a triple cap with this few VPs left is just scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Jove,
yeah.
If I'm Jove right now, I'm really getting nervous.
Check out, I mean, Jove is getting a 3rd Panzer Grenadier squad. I wonder if he gets Shreks in those 2. That would be completely insane.
Yeah, he's also taking a Panzer IV. So
Yeah, good decision against the Shermans with HE rounds.
Yeah.
You can't just roll around with HE rounds only anymore.
Oh, and
Because of the field.
another thing to note, HE rounds don't actually... Oh, they do, okay. Wait, he had to switch them, right? No?
What do you
Guess
mean?
not. Sometimes I thought that the HE rounds didn't do
Been assigned fresh
much damage
guns
to
grenadiers.
place like packs and shit like that.
The enemy
What?
has broken our supply lines.
Apparently
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got more important things to talk about right now, like the Sherman going down.
Yeah. You know what's weird? I think when that Sherman went down on the mine, it showed abandoned, but free kept driving for some reason.
That's weird.
No idea what that was.
Our opponents are seizing
It's
a
like our
sector.
last cast with computer heat.
Yeah.
At the end of the game. The abandoned crew shot vehicle.
Getting crew shot? Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is it right here. Joe's down to 83 DPs. He's triple capped, and Friya's in his base. He's got the Panther Strikes rolling up on the Sherman. And his other Sherman, I think, is, switching to 8 rounds to help deal with this Panzer IV. I apologize for my voice. I actually got a bloody nose about 30 seconds ago, and I'm bleeding everywhere. I'm not joking, you. There's blood all over my shirt, and I can't get up from this fucking game.
Did you beat up random people again on the street, or what did you do?
I don't know what happened. I blacked out, Iceman. There's a game we gotta get to. This Panzer IV is really low. Oh my god, these Shermans.
Now with double venom both of them, there's nothing to stop the follows except the Shermans just below health, but Jove has to push another telemine hit over here. That Sherman's practically dead if you get up anything.
Smoke. Repair crit.
Before's gonna finish it. There you go. Oh, what a shame. Saves the beacon, though. That's a good thing.
And the Panzer Strikes are now rolling up, and the Sherman's getting way too aggressive. He's running into another group of Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks. Ah!
He's gonna get that out of there. Come on. There you go.
That's fine. Oh my gosh.
33 VPs. He just has to.
Jove's gonna stop the decap now with another Sherman on the way.
Yeah, but he's all his rifles to the middle. I'd say Sherman's to the middle. Get one of these VPs. That's all he needs.
Jove's really committed to the right side. He's got the pack on the right. He's got his Shreks on the right. Just hold the middle and the left. Just for a little while longer, man. That's all he needs. Joe's getting ready for the push. He's setting the MG up in the middle. He's going to force this rifle away. I don't like the one. I don't like you pushing by yourself, man.
Yeah.
It's desperate.
Joe's also getting another pack, and once that thing is set up, I think it's looking pretty grim for Friya.
Especially because we haven't seen any smoke yet from Friya. The thing about the Shermans are it's a dead Sherman.
Yeah.
Man, 2 volleys from a P-Grand squad, or double P-Grand squad is just nasty. That wasn't even 4, that was 6 shots. I'm getting
Yep. Yeah. Two double Shrek P-Grants are pretty cool against Shermans, I'd say.
Yeah. Not a lot of room for error there for Friya.
Yeah.
And the Sherman is getting desperate. He's being chased. He's got his rear armor exposed to the Panzer IV.
And
the double
he's
Shreks.
on AP rounds, but he's oh right, yeah, double Shreks.
Wow. That's really, really unfortunate. But now Friya has pushed to the right, where Jove has pretty much abandoned. He throws a grenade. Oh, almost gets a wipe on that squad.
Yeah, this is it now. He has to go for the left VP, hold it, right VP, hold it. He has no Shermans or something left.
Yeah.
He just... Yeah, that comes to before. I don't know. He's probably not gonna be able to keep that one.
No, definitely not.
Nope. Jove's sending the P-Grants to the left. The middle is secured by the MG. This is looking really grim.
AT grenade bounces.
Enemy forces are securing our
I don't know why we're not seeing more use of smoke. He has tech grenades. All he has to do is throw smoke in front of that
There
MG.
you go.
He can cap the.
Smoke on the left, on the right, but the rifle gets run over by the P4 once it's hit.
Actually wipes the double vet MG.
machine gun crew.
And the vehicle crew in there doing work. And he's trying to kite around with smoke again.
But it's only...
Panzer IV can ult attack grounded.
Yeah, it's only one VP.
Oh,
He has to
man.
get to...
Wow, he's actually going to finish off the cap in the middle here. And the pack almost shoots his own Panzer IV.
Yeah, it was physically...
Oh,
weird,
man.
but
He's throwing another thing of smoke just so that he can stall this VP long enough with that one-man vehicle crew. While he desperately tries to recap the right side, all that's defending the right is this pack. He's just sitting here with the vehicle crew, just with the smoke, just stalling the VP. Beautiful. It's exactly what you need to do. He's gonna have enough fuel for another easy 8 in about 1 minute. I don't know if he'll have enough time. And looks like Joe's reallocated some of his forces to try and take back that right VP. The pack is now down, but these rifle squads are getting really, really low. I don't think they can stick around.
It's gonna keep the middle as well. The mortar's doing some work, but it's not enough to prevent him from capping the middle VP.
More smoke on the right.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get the cap in time. Joe's gonna keep it from getting capped. And there's gonna be 2-star drain on Friya. Order doing great
Check
work.
out that rifle spot standing in front of, like in the middle of Friya, his opponents.
Hey, he throws a grenade. Wipes 3 models. Oh, you ballsy fuckers. Oh no. Please don't die. You had so much balls.
He's gonna get triple cap now.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's still capping the left though. I missed that.
Oh wow. This fucking
That
guys,
capping
man.
war. That
Holy
capping
shit.
war.
This is where smoke ends up being a pretty valuable asset in these types of VP drain situations.
Yeah.
Look! Oh, rifle grenade! Run! No! Oh my god, they're so low, but they can't see anything. This is so fucking funny. There's literally nothing going on right now. There's 30 VPs left and there's nothing going on. Oh man. Oh, that smoke. That rifle squad's probably gonna go down. It does. Oh my gosh, 25 to 25, but I don't see how Friya can pull this off, man. He's desperately trying. But at this point, he's just outmanned. He's just outgunned.
Yeah, he has to get 2 VPs. That's the problem.
This is looking great. I don't think that. I mean, this has got to be the game. Another rifle squad gonna go down
pretty much.
here.
I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him coming back from that. I was just losing those shells to the Shreks. Was the problem in the end?
Man, those Shreks had to have been the MVP
Yeah.
of the game. I mean, they just did so much work.
That's for sure. There comes the easy 8, but probably a bit too late.
Maybe. I
He
mean,
would need that earlier.
I mean, it's if he can stall this right VP, which like he's gonna do, he might have a little time to work with this easy 8, but he's gonna have to make a big play with it. And he's not really being all that decisive with it. He's kind of just trying to figure out where to go. The game is on the line! Come on, man!
Shit, man, how do I put the reverse in again? I can't remember.
Fucking fresh recruits. Green as green can be.
Yeah.
Attack ground.
What the hell is that on the...
Go. Oh,
What's
that's
that on the...
that's the icon that comes up when you smoke blind a vehicle.
Okay.
It means that the vehicle can't shoot.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you can do that against like a Kubel in the early game. If you smoke a Kubel, it'll have that same icon.
Okay. So basically it just indicates that it doesn't have any vision, so if you drive out of it again, it will disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the pack is repositioning, but this P4 is going to go down. He's going to just sacrifice the P4, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He has also got fuel, which is way more important.
Main gun destroyed. That's unfortunate. You know, he's down to two squads with 10 VPs left.
No.
And here comes the Sherman. He's gonna try and go for the consolation prize. He figures this game's over, but if you just kill that P4, he might feel a little better about it. Instead, it crawls away with the destroyed main gun.
Destroyed main gun.
It's like an elephant trunk.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's so funny, like the whole tank is white, but the one gun is just completely black.
Yep.
Like, what?
Oh,
There we go.
man.
And he surrendered. He didn't
Yeah.
like drag it out. Okay.
No
I mean,
rage quit.
didn't drag it out in like.
That was the formal surrender, you know. That was. I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely dragged it out.
Yeah.
Iceman, I am literally bloody after that fight. I'm covered in my own blood. Ugh, I feel like a man.
See how excited Festive gets, man. He's just feeling with all that. He's getting bloody himself, all that.
It's because I have really high blood pressure, you guys. I'm always
Yeah.
fucking amped.
Sometimes when you get nervous, it's just flushing out of his body.
Yeah, especially when I'm on dates with girls. I tend to just start bleeding everywhere. Oh god, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus, man. That was a crazy fucking game, though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Certainly unconventional. You don't really see that a whole lot. At least, I don't know. Maybe I don't play the fucking game enough, but I don't see it a whole lot.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm so sad that Ostwind didn't get an action earlier. I'd like to have seen an Ostwind.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was oh man, great game. Really fun to watch. Crazy MVP Panzer Grenadiers that just absolutely wrecked the Shermans repeatedly. It seemed like every Shrek that he lost. God damn it, I'm still bleeding. It seemed like every Shrek that he lost, he managed to pick back up again. So, yeah, nicely prayed. You know, not played, prayed to the RNG god. Anyway, bad puns aside, I have to do something about this because my shirt is completely wet now, and I'm literally spitting blood at my computer. Iceman, you go ahead and wrap this one up. I gotta do something about this.
Alright guys, thanks for watching again. That was a really good game. I'm really happy Festive brought it with us, for us. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We definitely did. And with that, I'll say see you next time when it's time for another match in the RNG Arena. Have a good time. See ya.